Dear students, welcome to today's session on negotiable instruments. Negotiable means transferable. Instrument means document. Negotiable instrument therefore means a transferable document. The law relating to negotiable instruments is contained in the Negotiable Instruments Act 1881. Section 13 of the Negotiable Instrument Act 1881 defines a negotiable instrument as: a negotiable instrument means a promissory note, bill of exchange or check payable either to order or to bearer. Hence, it is very important to understand that the Negotiable Instrument Act encompasses promissory note, bill of exchange and checks. Now, let us clearly understand the characteristics or features of negotiable instrument. Property does not exactly give possession of the instrument but right to property. Good title to the instrument gets the instrument free from all defects of any previous holder. Rights of holder in due course, not affected by certain defences which might be available against previous holder, for example, fraud, criminal, smugglers to which he is not a party. Writing and signature. It must be written and signed by all the parties according to the rules. Payment. A negotiable instrument may be made payable to two or more payees. Payable by legal tender money of India. The liabilities of the parties of negotiable instruments are fixed in terms of legal tender money only. No need of giving notice. So, let us see those one by one. The first negotiable instrument covered under the Negotiable Instrument Act is the promissory note. What is a promissory note? Section 4 defines a promissory note as under: a promissory note is an instrument in writing, not being a banknote or a currency note, containing an unconditional undertaking signed by the maker to pay a certain sum of money only to or to the order of a certain person or to the bearer of the instrument. Some of the features of promissory notes are that they must be in writing, must contain an express or unconditional promise to pay, must be signed by the maker, must be indicated or designated with certainty on the face of the promissory note, must state a specific sum, must have a promise to pay, must be money only, must be stamped. Now, the next instrument is a bill of exchange. What is a bill of exchange? Section 5 defines a bill of exchange as an instrument in writing containing an unconditional order signed by the maker directing a certain person to pay a certain sum of money only to or to the order of a certain person or to the bearer of the instrument. The essentials of a bill of exchange are that they must be in writing, must have two parties, must have a drawee and an acceptor, must contain an order to pay, must have an unconditional order to pay, must be signed by the drawer, must have a certain payee, must be stamped. The last instrument is the check. How does the Act define a check? The Negotiable Instrument Act of 1881 defines check as: a check is a bill of exchange drawn on a specified banker and not expressed to be payable otherwise than on demand. Now, let us have a look at some of the features of a check. A check is a bill of exchange. It contains an unconditional order to pay a certain sum of money only. A drawee is always a bank. It must be signed by the drawer. The order must be to pay money only. A check involves three parties, that is, drawer, drawee and payee. A check is always payable on demand and it cannot be made payable after a fixed period of time. After the discussion on the basic concepts of negotiable instruments, next we need to look into the details of each section under the Act, and one should also be able to differentiate between the instruments. Hope this session was informative and helped you understand one of the important and basic topic in banking. We'll meet again with more insights. Thank you.